This call was Good afternoon, Porsha. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. You were a personal referral from one of my talents that I have known for a quite some time, and I highly value her opinion and her professional skill set. So I think of it to be an honor that she referred you to me. So I will thank her after this call. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about you, Porsha, with your skill set and where you worked and what you're looking at now. So let's go ahead and start with your last position. How long you were with the Daytona Beach Housing Authority? How long were you there?
I was there for 3 years.
For 3 years. Okay. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
actually remember when you started. So you worked as the admin reception desk, correct?
Yes, I did start at that position.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
So I also know that that is a hard job. You are
Yes.
doing a lot of different things, answering lots of calls, people coming in, maybe some people that weren't so happy. So why don't you tell me a little bit about that job?
Um, it was an interesting job. I am the first point of contact when working as the admin for housing authority. So, like you did say, you get a mixture of clients. Some are happy, some are a little displeased, and honestly, a lot of times when they have issues, it had nothing to do with me necessarily. It was the circumstances, and then also not being able to get through the caseworkers and stuff. So I kind of like got the butt end of everything, but I learned not to take it personal, and just basically did what I could to get to the bottom of whatever their issues were. But a lot of time, most of the time, it was very easy with collecting the paperwork, making sure I put everything into Yardi, notating the system, just generally helping the clients as they come in. Of course, answering phones, returning messages, emails, scanning documents over to caseworkers. Also with caseloads as well, with purging and file management and things of that nature.
Okay. Um, and you said exactly where I was going with that question. So you're obviously in that role, you had to have empathy, to understand when
Yes.
people were coming in, and you also had to have the skill set to be able to overcome any challenges if someone was upset and such. And so it looks like, according to your resume, and I'll let you speak on this, that you did such a great job there that they promoted you and you got a new position.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Yeah. So tell me about that. What was the next position?
So my next position was the occupancy specialist for public housing, which is where I was over the public housing wait list. I was also, my other job title tied into that was also the assistant to the director of operations.
Mhm.
So with the occupancy specialist is basically I was pulling whenever one of our apartment complexes needed to be filled, needed units filled, I would pull people off of the waiting list according to their family size and the bedroom size that they require. Um, Pulling them in, getting their information put into Yardi, doing the background checks, checking EIVs,
Mhm.
um, and basically doing the whole approval process, and then sending the files over to the property once everything is checked out and cleared on my end for the families
Okay.
to be housed.
Perfect. And if somebody that's not familiar with what that wait list looks like, how many people are on the wait list?
As of right now, when I left, it was 1,800. I believe it was over 1,800. So
Yeah. So, I mean,
and
that's
that's
no small
between
task.
one, two, three, and four bedrooms. So
Yeah. The reason why I
yeah,
mentioned that is because that's no small task. That's like,
yeah,
that's a massive
it is.
wait list. And you've got to be really, really organized to be able
Right.
to do that, I would imagine. Okay, and so you have great tenure there. And then before that, I was really impressed with your tenure, you were, well, let's go back even a little bit further. You worked for, as an admin role, front desk, about 4 years with a dental office.
Bellow Smiles.
With Smiles. Okay, so
Yes.
everyone was coming in, and you were verifying their insurance coverage and checking them in, checking them
Correct.
out, and doing everything that you would need to do admin support for to run that office.
Yes.
All right. And then Dakota Plumbing. So you were there. Tell me about that one.
So that one was an invoice clerk. They actually sell like appliances, more than appliances because they do tubs, sinks, all types of stuff. So and they also sell like what was it like these tools like drill bits and all type of stuff. But I used to do the invoice orders. I was an
Okay.
invoice clerk basically. Um, we would get orders from these companies and they would email the orders in or they'll send them in fax or they'll mail them in or whatever, and I would basically process the whole order and get it out to the guys so that they can get everything shipped out to them. I
Gotcha.
was there, it was a little over a year. Didn't
Okay.
that was around.
Oh, we're breaking up. I think it's our internet. Sorry. I think, can you hear me
Can
okay
you
now,
hear me?
Portia?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we had a little internet glitch. I feel like someone told me today that there was another issue out there with, I think, Verizon or something. Okay, so admin work, it looks like during that whole COVID time frame, you had two
Mm-hmm.
positions doing admin work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we had the housing. You were there for, was it, what did we say? We say 3 years, 2 years,
Mm-hmm. The past 3
two and
years.
a half
Mm-hmm.
years. Okay, great. And next stop, you are local. You live here in Volusia County over in New Smyrna, and
Yes.
you are looking for a new position. Oh, and you have QuickBooks experience, correct?
Yes, I do.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
And we already talked. I heard you mention a couple times about Yardi. That's the property management system,
Mm-hmm.
apartments and such. Microsoft skills. I know that you needed to have that in the job where you were.
Right.
Right
We
as
also work
well.
on Rent Cafe too. So,
Oh,
well,
Rent Cafe.
Housing Authority, we did Rent Cafe as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Well, you check all the boxes. Great skill set. Great referral. So I look forward to working with you and representing you. I'm going to go ahead and stop this part of the interview. We'll talk a little bit more, maybe a little more situational, and go from there. Stop the recording.
Okay.